Hi, welcome to Car Mechanical. In this video I'm going to go over the nightmare I had with the Honda Jazz and removing the strut, also known as the Honda fit in markets outside of the UK. Right, so basically to remove a strut, what you should be able to do here is put a 6 or 7mm hex fitting in top, use a 17mm spanner on the bottom and turn the spanner and use the hex or the Allen key fitting, whichever you want to call it, in the top to hold the strut still whilst you undo the bottom nut. Now the problem I was having here is that it was just stripping out from the inside. Now with the other side I tried going from a 6mm through T35, T40 bits and etc, going up. This one I absolutely had no join it whatsoever. Whenever I moved up a side it was just sort of smoothing out, which couldn't even get the nut off. So I've got a perfect sort of internal cylinder there. And at this point I've already had a nightmare on the other side. See my previous video for that, I did manage to get that one off, which is this one here, and ended up taking it over to a friend to cut the top off because the nut below was stuck as well. So we're going to get a better shot of this in a minute. Unfortunately the shadow cast so you can't really see too much. But basically I put duct tape around the surrounding area and decided to go and grab a Dremel type tool and to start cutting into the top of the strut. So the whole idea is I knew that this strut is scrap. What I don't want to do is damage the car, so what I'm going to do is cut the top of the strut off. So I've cut a recess into it there, and this was the end of this Dremel type tool. So I had to give a friend a call, came over with the exact same type he's got. They've lasted both of us between sort of 5 and 7 years, just mine's finally had it. But what we did is we just cut away and cut away and cut away at the top of this until we could get the top of the strut off to get access to the nut, and then we cut the nut until that could be relieved, and then it could be undone by a spanner. Now the problem with the struts on the Jazz is that they're quite far back. You can see here I've taken off the dash cowl, basically the cowling that covers up the windscreen wipers, so I've removed the wiper arms. And we had to get the Dremel because of an angle grinder wouldn't go in here, it would just cut into the strut tops, so the car strut tops and the rubber surround. So the duct tape is there literally to absorb the sparks. As you can see at various points some of the sparks have made its way through, but I didn't want to get it going through to the paint and sort of exposing to rust or having to repaint things. So this just took quite a lot of work in, went through quite a number of discs, but do eventually get there. Other options could have been potentially to go from below to cut through the strut underneath it with vice grips, but I'm trying to save the springs here. I've already got new top mounts. I don't have the rubber that goes on top of the car, so I'm trying to save that, and that's why I've got the duct tape there as a guide. If I start cutting into that I need to back off and put more tape on. And it's actually my friend doing the cutting here, and we got to a certain point and it still wasn't enough, so we had to lop off more and keep going down and then take out a big chunk of the nut. Eventually we managed to do that and got it loose. So once I finally get it loose, I was able to get a ratcheting spanner on there, fully undo it, and we'll take another quick look at just how much I did have to hack up off this nut in a second. And eventually I could strip it down, take it off, and I could carry on with the process for taking the strut apart. This is showing you kind of the extreme of what you might have to do if you want to save things to a certain extent to get the strut off. There are videos out there that show that getting the top part of the strut off takes about 30 seconds. Unfortunately this took an entire afternoon, and sometimes these jobs just turn into nightmares and you have to throw everything you've got at it. And just whilst I remove all this, I'm going to go over the other issue I then had with this. I didn't film it because I did it in the garage and I used an angle grinder to take it off. But once the strut came out, I had the problem that the nut below couldn't be undone for the same reason that the one on top couldn't be, because we couldn't have anything to grip it. So I ended up using the spring compressors, compressing the spring, and then very carefully cutting the bottom nut off, which then let me take the strut apart, and then I could reassemble it onto the new strut that I'd got, as can be shown in the other video as well. So yeah, that's just it for this quick video. Just thought I'd sort of show the issues that I had with this. You may come across it yourself, and just a potential avenue that you could take with everything. Hope this video has been useful for you. If it has, please like, subscribe and comment below. But more than anything, thank you for watching.